Hey guys, Carp here from CQB Radio, and you're looking at the new Echo One Advanced Squad Carbine Heavy. I got this directly from Echo One for review, so a big shout out to those guys for sending this along. You're going to find this at various retailers around the U.S. for around the $265, $270 mark. This is a very cool AEG. Let's take it out of the box. Alright, here it is out of the box, but still in the foam. Now, what do you get in the package? Well, obviously you get the gun. You also get the Echo One warranty card. You get a 9.6 1200 milliamp battery. You get two high cap magazines. There's one there in the front and one behind it. You get a charger. You also get a new SCAR style flash hider. And then, as I mentioned, you get the gun as well. It's kind of hidden up top there, but there's also a cleaning rod that comes with it. A very complete package from Echo One. Alright, starting from the back and moving forward, you have a 6-position adjustable stock. This rubber butt pad comes off the end, and that's where you're going to put your battery. I'll show you that in a moment. This cheek riser is adjustable. Press this little button. It rises up. Press it, and you can push it back down. This is the button you're going to press to fold the stock to the right side of the gun. I'll show you that in a moment as well. You got two options for attaching your sling here. Your rear flip-up sight. Flips down nice and easy. Got your Echo One trades there. Selector switch, which is ambidextrous. You have your mag release switch here. There's an option for that on the other side, so that's also ambidextrous. And your ping pong paddle, which does work. I'll show you how you can lock the bolt back. High cap magazine down there. Your lower receiver is made of a high density plastic, and then your upper receiver is made of a very nice lightweight metal. Got your see where your charging handle can go to either side. So if you want to take it off the opposite side of the gun and put it here, you can attach the little handle there so you can pull it back. Nice long rail up top for attaching your optics anywhere you want, any way you like. Rail there on the side, rail on the bottom. Flip up front sight. You press this little button in and flip it up. Press it and it flips back down, and then up front to your flash hider. Looking here on the other side of the gun, as I mentioned, your selector switch is ambidextrous, safe and full auto. You got your mag release here, and that is ambidextrous. And you also can see that the bolt is locked back, and when I hit the ping pong paddle on the other side, it goes forward. Nice solid metallic click there when you release the ping pong paddle. Here's what it looks like when your charging handle is pulled back, and as you can see, the hop-up wheel is right there inside for easy adjustment. Two things to note back by the stock here real quick. First is that you do have a sling attachment point up here that is metal, nice and solid. The other thing is that you can't adjust your cheek riser from this side or the extendable stock from this side. Both of those buttons are on the opposite side of the gun. Now, there are a lot of things I like about this AEG, but there's one thing I definitely do not like, and that is the fact that the stock, when it's folded to the side, does not lock into place. I'm not really pulling that hard here, but you can see this thing won't click in or stay in position, or when I pull it, it's not really locked in. I've fiddled with it quite a bit, and I've noticed on some other reviews of this guy done by retailers that most of them are holding the stock when they're holding it to the side or showing that it collapses to the stock, but not many of them hold it up. Actually, I haven't found anybody who holds it up and shows that it actually stays locked in place. So that is a downside. For me, if I'm using this gun, it's going to be out probably in a woodland scenario, so not a huge deal because I'm probably not going to be collapsing it. But as far as design, that's a pretty major hole in the design of the ASC-Heavy. One of the other things I do like about this AEG is that there are no wires between the stock and the rest of the receiver on the gun. Usually on guns similar to this, you have the stock, the batteries in there, and then there's wires running from there into the receiver. Obviously no issues there like that at all, so you're not going to be pinching wires if you open and close the stock. To install the battery, what you're going to do is push the little pin that is in that hole through. It pops out the other side. As you can see, it stays in place. You can't pull it completely out, so that's great. You won't lose it. Once you do that, you pop off this end rubber plate that's at the end of the stock and then install your battery. Let's take a look down inside there. We have that rubber end plate off. As you can see, the wire is pretty long that attaches to your battery, and also we've got one of those nice car style fuses, so easy to replace. To attach your battery, you're going to connect it to the end of this wire, obviously. Then you're going to put the battery back down in, and then you're going to put these wires basically back on top of the battery. I'll show you what that looks like when it's fully done. It's a little bit of work, but it definitely is feasible. One quick note, you want your battery to look like this as you slide it into the stock. You want the 5 cells facing towards the top and then the 3 cells towards the bottom, so when you slide it into the stock, there's room for the plugs. So I put the two connectors together and then put them in that little cutout spot in the battery and slid that down in. As you can see, the battery is down there in the stock. It's I would say about ½ an inch down in, and you really want to push to make sure it's totally where it should be in the stock. It's not sticking out. And then basically what you're going to do is take the fuse and these wires and put them on top of the battery. I'll show you what that looks like now. Now you can get the battery, the fuse, and all the wires into the stock when it is fully collapsed, but an easier way to do it is just extend the stock a little bit. I have mine out to the 6th position right now, and then you can see everything's really well down in there. Now I'm just going to place the end piece on, push that pin back through, and we'll be good to go. Alright, we're going to chrono this guy with .2 O's. Here we go, 10 shots. Now we're going to test rate of fire with the included battery. A couple other pieces of information about this guy that I thought were pretty cool. First, it comes with steel torque up gears. It's got a polycarb piston. It's got the Mab Bowl hop-up bucking already installed, so you got a lot of nice internals already there. Also, with the removal of one pin, you can take out the whole lower receiver if you want to work on your gearbox. So here it is all geeked out a little bit. I put a GMP red dot up top, I put a UTG vert grip on it, and I put the included flash hider up front. Definitely a very cool AEG, very unique. Not a lot of people are running with this guy out on fields. So if you want to have something different that most people aren't using, you want something that's going to shoot definitely hard, as you saw, around 400 FPS and a good rate of fire with that 9.6. This is a cool option, the Echo One Advanced Squad Carbine Heavy. Check it out at your local airsoft retailer. Thanks to Echo One again. This is Cart from CQB Radio, signing off.